Good morning, grade 6. How are you all? Since we have come to the end of chapter 2, I hope all of you have understood the chapter very well. It's about fractions and mixed numbers. We did comparing and ordering of fractions and decimals. Then we did multiplication of fractions and mixed numbers using models and without models, and also division of fractions and mixed numbers. And we did some problem solving questions also. So today's lesson is going to be the review of chapter 2. As you're going to do a summative test starting from tomorrow, as and when you come to school. It will not be an online test. You will do it in the school whenever your group comes to school. So let's begin the chapter 2 review. The first question is about write the values in order from least to greatest. So I have given you two decimal numbers and two fractions. You have to compare them and order them from least to greatest. For that, first you have to change the fractions to decimals. So, you know, 3.4, 3 out of 4 is equal to 0.75. And 5 out of 8, you can divide the fraction 5 divided by 8, and the answer you will get 0.625. Now, all the 4 are in decimals. Now, you can order them from least to greatest. First will be 0.45, then 0.5, then 0.625, which is equivalent to 5 out of 8. You will write the original fraction given, and then 3 out of 4. Now, the second question is about comparing fractions, decimals, and mixed numbers, and you will put the sign less than, greater than, or equal to. The first one is 0.75 and 3/4. You know, both are equal. 0.75 is equal to 3/4. Now, the second one is 4/5. You know, 4/5 is equal to 8/10, which is 0.8, which is greater than 0.325. Then the next one is 1 and 3/5. 1 and 3/5, the fractional part 3/5, when you convert it, it becomes 6/10. So it is 1.6, which will be less than 1.9. And the last one is 7.4 and 7 and 2/5. So 7 and 2/5, when you convert it into tenth, it will be 7 and 4/10, which is again 7.4. So 7.4 is equal to 7.4. Now the third one is select true or false for each statement. The height of a few trees are given. The name of the tree with the height: sycamore, which is 15 and 2/3 feet, oak tree, which is 14 and 3/4 feet, maple tree, which is 15 and 3/4 feet, and birch tree, which is 15.72. So you have to, some statements will be given, and you have to write true or select true or false for each statement. So these are the statements given. The oak tree is the shortest. So look at the chart and see what is the height of the oak tree. It is 14 and 3/4. Yes, it is the shortest. So you can mark true. Now the birch tree is the tallest. Is it the tallest? No. Why? Because there is a maple tree which is 15 and 3/4, which is equal to 15.75, whereas birch tree is only 15.72. So that is not the tallest. So you will mark false. Then two of the trees are the same height. Is there any such trees with the same height? No. So that is also false. And sycamore tree is taller than the maple tree. No. Why? Because maple tree is 15.375 or 15 and 3/4. And sycamore is only 15 and 2/3. So maple tree is taller than sycamore. So the last statement is also false. Now, Let us proceed to the next question. You have to choose yes or no to indicate whether the statement is correct. They have given you a number line and which is marked between 0 and 1, and some statements are given. Read the statement, understand it carefully, and then you have to mark yes or no. Point A represents 1. Is it correct? 1.0. Point A represents 1.0. Is it correct? No, it is 0.1. That means it's false or no. Now, point B represents 3/10. Yes, that's correct because it's 0.3. So, yes. Now, point C represents 6.5. Is it 6.5? Point C? No, it is 0.7. And point D represents 4 out of 5. Yes, because 4 out of 5 is 8/10, which is 0.8. So, it's correct. So, you have to read, understand the meaning of the statement, and if necessary, you have to change the fractions to decimal and compare them and see if it is yes or no, and then mark accordingly. Understood? Now, the next one is select the values that are equivalent to 1/25th. Mark all that apply. Whichever marks 1/25th here. You know, the first one is 1 out of 25. It is 1/25th. And also remember, when you convert it into, you can change 1/25th to 100th. So it becomes 4 out of 100, which is 0.04. So these two are equal. The other two are not equal to 1/25th. Now, 1/3 of the students at Finley High School play sports. 2/5 of the students who play sports are girls. What fraction of all the students are girls who play sports? Use numbers and words to explain your answer. So you have to find 2/5 of 1/3 of the students play sports, and 2/5 of the students who play sports are girls. So the equation you will write is 1/3 of 2/5, which will be 2 out of 15. It's multiplication of fractions. 2 out of 15. You cannot simplify it anywhere. So 2 out of 15 will be the answer. So you can explain it in words like, I multiplied the fraction as I had to find 1/3 of 2/5. You have to just write it in a sentence. Now, the table shows Lily's homework assignment. Lily's teacher instructed the class to simplify each expression by dividing the numerator and denominator by the GCF. So complete the table by simplifying each expression and then finding the product. So the first expression given is 2/5 times 1/4. Which one you can simplify here? You can simplify 2 and 4 by dividing with the GCF 2. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So 1 times 1, the simplified expression will be 1 times 1 over 5 times 2. So the answer or the product will be 1 times 10. The second one, 4/5 times 5/8. You know the 5 and 5 can be divided with the GCF 5. So you will get 1 and 1. Then 4 and 8 can be simplified using the GCF 4. So 4 divided by 4 is 1. 8 divided by 4 is 2. So 1 into 1, the simplified expression will be 1 into 1 over 1 into 2. So the answer is half. Third one, 3/7 times 5/8. Here, you cannot simplify as there are no common factors or for any of these. So you will multiply the numerators and multiply the denominators. So you will get 15 out of 56. Understood? So you have to find the simplified expression and the product. Product means you have to just multiply the fractions. Now the next one is use a model to draw a model to find the quotient. It is 3/4 divided by 2. So I've given you 3/4. Now when you divide it into or divide it by 2, what you will get? So each 1/4 can be written as 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, 1/8. So 3/4 divided by 2, what you will get? 3/8. Because this one till 3/4, this is 3/4, and take the center or the half, you will get 3/8. Now the next one, 3/4 divided by 3/8. Again, there is a model there. It's a number line. The number line shows 3/4. When you divide by 3/8, okay, how many 3/8s are there in 3/4? You will find there are only 2 of them. 2 3/8s are there in 3/4. The next one, divide and show your work. 7/8 divide by 3/5. So as we know, whenever there is a division, you will put the multiplication sign and take the reciprocal, or the second fraction you will invert. So you will get 7/8 times 5/3. 3/5 becomes 5/3. Then multiply the numerators because there are no common factors. So 7 times 5, 35. 8 times 3, 24. So you will get 35/24, which is an improper fraction when or fraction greater than 1. And when you change or divide, you will get 1 and 11 out of 24. Now, this is a problem solving question. Sophie has 3/4 quart of lemonade. If she divides the lemonade into glasses that hold 1/16 quart, how many glasses can Sophie fill? Show your work. So here also it's a division question. So you will divide 3/4 by 1/16. And as you know, you will put the multiplication sign and take the reciprocal. So 3/4 times 16/1. So you can simplify 4 and 16. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 16 divided by 4 is 4. So the answer will be 3 times 4, 12/1, which is 12. So Sophie can fill 12 glasses. Now the next one. Margie hiked 17 mile trail. She stopped every 3 2/5 mile to take a picture. Martin and Tina estimated how many times Margie stopped. So Martin's estimate was 17 divided by 3 2/5. So he took the estimate as 16 divided by 4 equals 4. Whereas Tina's estimate was 17 she rounded it off to 18, and 3 2/5 into 3, and 18 divided by 3 equals 6. So whose estimate is better, or who made the best estimate? And use numbers and words to explain your answer. So whom do you think has made the better estimate? Obviously Tina, because Martin has reduced it much. 17 he has reduced it to 16, whereas Tina has rounded it up to 18. So Tina's estimate is better. Both Martin and Tina use compatible numbers, but 18 is a better estimate for 17 than 16. Also, 3 is a better estimate for 3 2/5 than 4. So this is what you have to write. You have to write whose estimate is better, and you have to explain why it is better. So please go through these questions again. Now, Brad and Wes are building a tree. They cut a 12.5-foot piece of wood into 5 of the same length pieces. How long is each piece of wood? Show your work. So this is again a division problem where you will divide 12.5 divide by 5. So 12.5 is a mixed number. Change it into a fraction or improper fraction. You will get 25 out of 2 times divide by 5. So when you put multiplication, it becomes 1/5. And using GCF, you can simplify 5 and 25. You get 5 over 2, the answer, which is 2.5 feet. So each piece of wood will be 2.5 feet. Understood, children? I hope you understood all the questions very well. Okay, thanks for joining. Go through all the questions again, review it well, and come well prepared for the summative test. All the best. Have a good day. Thank you.